My name is Colleen Phillips. I'm a PA with Portland Plastic Surgery Group and MD Beauty Lab. I have been here for 10 years. The true rejuvenating treatment with Sculptra is to have 2 vials done on the first treatment. So you'd come in, have pictures taken, sit with some numbing cream on your face for a little while. I come in and do it. It's quite a bit of volume on each side of the face. It's very well tolerated. It amazes me how well tolerated it is. So we get it in, do a massage, usually show you your face, and that is typically your goal. What you see when you're done with that first treatment and you have that volume in, a lot of times that is your goal. And patients are very commonly like looking at themselves like, oh my gosh, I look like me. I look just like me, but 10 years ago. And then unfortunately, you see some of that volume get absorbed, but then they start to see it. You start to see this. I typically then see them in about 2 months. We would do another treatment, 2, sometimes just 1, but typically another 2 vials. And then I'd see you about 3 months later, take some pictures, go over things and kind of make a plan. Typically I see you at 1 year, but a lot of times, these patients are doing talks and seeing Martha and, doing different things. So, and sometimes you'll decide to do another vial just to the cheeks or just to the temples at some point. Again, it's very customizable. Some patients want to do a lot and others just want that little bit of natural softening. Roughly, the cost is about $1,800 for 2 vials of Sculptra. Typically, I'd say 90% of the time, that's where we start. Second treatment, if it is 2 vials again, it'd be the same, and then typically 1 vial a year. If you just come in for 1 vial to do a little cheek volume, then it's $1,000 a vial, $800 for a second. BHAs, again, I feel it's much more dependent on where it's placed. When you're deep on the bone in the cheek, I think Voluma will last there 2 to 3 years. That doesn't have a lot of opposing factors to break it down. But a half a syringe in the lips, I think you're lucky to get 6 months, 8 months. I mean, we talk, we eat, we kiss, we break this stuff down. So it's hard to say. There are people who spend a lot more money on filler than I think you would on Sculptra and getting little different results, but in my opinion, a more natural aging result. I think filler's more for, in my opinion, more the younger crowd, a little bit of volume, not so much correction, more just enhancing things, where when you get to true aging patients with etched lines and, all the environmental damage and things, it's more complex. So Sculptra fixes a more dynamic category of things than just chasing lines. That's why I love it.